Greetings YouTube and welcome to episode 83 of the 4,000 question channel. I had to remember that one. 83. Not good at numbers apparently. How important is it that your friends share your values? Very important. For example, all of my friends are progressives. If they were not progressive, they would not be my friend. I will not be a friend to anyone that is a social conservative. I consider their values to be morally bankrupt and in fact to have none, have no value. Do you share the same values as your parents? There's a broad overlap. My father was very conservative when I was younger. My mother was probably considered liberal for the time. She's less progressive than I am. My father is less progressive than I am, but as far as average Americans are concerned, they're probably more progressive than your average American is. A lot of topics I just don't discuss with them. I don't want to listen to their particular opinions because they're usually speaking from a position of ignorance, and neither of them is particularly good at eliminating that kind of thing. What are the differences between your mother and your father? That would take its own 400 video series, so we're going to skip that one. How are you different from your siblings, if you have any? My sister and I are both very stubborn. We have that trait in common, but we have very different values and worldviews than each other, though we are both progressives. My sister, for example, is married to someone that voted for President Man-Baby, and I could not do that. I could not have a spouse that voted for that person. I would divorce them, flat out. First of all, I would not marry a conservative, so that wouldn't have come up in any possibility. Who is the most important person in your life? That would be my wife. Are you slow to trust people? Not particularly. I tend to trust fairly quickly, but I also make sure that there are governors on that, so that I don't put myself under great liabilities. But as far as my feelings are concerned, yeah, I trust hard and fast. Was there a time when you could have helped someone and regret not doing so? I really despise the concept of regret, but if anyone in the world answers no to that question, they are lying. Who is someone you would describe as a real character? Well, my wife and I will often see people in public, and they're rather somewhat eccentric, and we're like, oh, well, that person's a character. Yeah. In a room, I'm often the character. Do you expect a great deal of others of yourself? I expect far more of myself than others. In fact, I expect very little from others, and I am still frequently disappointed. Do you remember names of the people you meet? I'm not particularly good at names. I never have been. I have to make a concerted effort to remember names. Interestingly, because I've worked at the same place for so long, it'll be 20 years by the time this video airs, more than 20 years. I just know a lot of names at work, and people are like, you're good at names. No, I'm not. I just worked with so many of these people for so long. I've just accumulated that over time, but when it comes to learning people's names quickly, I'm not very good at that. Never have been. So that has been episode 83 of the 4,000 question challenge. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I hope that you will be around here for episode 84.